go live.
Oh, we are live, Carol.
Woo-hoo!
Carol did it again.
Woo!
This is
Yay!
Dive Bar Comedy, episode 130 something. And we are every Tuesday night live on Facebook and then all over the web for the replay. So I'm Wild Joe. I'm one of your hosts tonight. We're going to have a fun show. We've got a lot of great comics on tonight. So let's get it started, Carol, with the theme song by the late and great GT. Dive Bar Comedy theme song.
I wake up when the sun goes down. I wake up when the sun goes down. I wanna do some comedy. I wanna do some comedy. At a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar. I can't say what I wanna say. I can't say what I wanna say. Nonsense. Dive bar comedy. Dive bar comedy. Dirty, bad, nasty 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 comedy. Dive bar comedy.
There we
All
go.
right.
Yay.
Bad, nasty comedy. That's
Yeah.
why I chose all these dirty, bad, nasty comics. So let's meet him. Most of you guys I know from real life shows that we did out at dive bars, and some of you I haven't seen since then. Let's start with Mario Tonti. Mario,
Hello.
you look like you're at the Comedy Store there. I like that.
I'm out on the patio by myself. No one's here. It's just me.
Aw.
I've been here for like a month and no one's come by.
Did you get a white marker and just write your name on the wall, or?
Yeah, I hit it. I like put it up high somewhere where they can't really see it, so they won't notice it for a while.
Funny. So, Mario, what's been keeping you busy
won't
these
notice.
days? What have you been up to? Doing live shows, virtual shows, writing?
Both. I mean, I do some Zooms. I do like some park stuff outside and some mics outside. I started hosting last week at a mic. So that's been fun. I've been doing yoga for 4 months. That's been whatever. That's been. It's I do it like 4 days a week. And it's like I like it. I like how I feel, I guess, but like it starts to get annoying after a while.
Wow.
But
So you're pretty new to yoga, but you're hitting it hard 4 days a week.
You got to keep going back, I guess. And it's like I don't know. I'm weird. It's like I feel like if I don't go, I'll like lose the progress. Like I don't know. I'll lose the progress that I got. But like I don't know. It's a love-hate thing with it because it's the same thing. I get bored with the repetition because it's the same
very
thing.
repetitious. It can be very repetitious. I've done a lot of yoga, and the thing I noticed when I was doing all yoga is there's hardly any jumping. And I took like a dance class, and I was like, I can't jump anymore. Like everything is so slow. There's not many explosive moves in yoga.
For a while, for the first few months, I was going on like hikes and like runs and shit, like running half the hike, and like I got bored with that. And I was doing the yoga like 3 days a week, and then I started going 4 to 5 days a week, and when I started going more, I stopped with the hikes. But I don't know, running sucks. Like I don't want to run.
Are you looking more ripped since you started yoga?
No, man. I feel like I look the same, dude. It's like it's so annoying. Like I'm like, not even like my like I don't have like a huge gut, but like I got like a belly when I sit down. And it's like not even that has like went away. It's so annoying. Like I even eat better. Like I even like cut out like all like bullshit and junk. Like I still eat snacks and shit, but like I've cut out a lot of bullshit and I still look the fucking same. It's like I started running. I was like after a month, I was like, I see no results. I'm not gonna keep running over this.
So Mario, what's the progress that you're afraid you're gonna lose? Like you're bending closer to your toes? What kind of progress?
There are some that I've gotten that I couldn't do the first day that I can get all the way into now 4 months later, but then there's some that I still suck at, like the one where you have to lock, like you hold your one of your leg out, so you're an L, and you lock your knee. I still can't lock my left knee, and it's fucking annoying.
But your right knee is fine.
But my right knee I can lock pretty good, but like the left one, it's like, why? After 4 months, it's still like a weak little bitch knee. Like, why? It's so annoying.
Wow. Well, you're learning about yourself. You're learning about your asymmetrical body.
I wake up every day and I'm at Pan Pacific Park at 9 a.m. from Van Nuys, so I guess that's something.
Wait a second, you're doing yoga at the same place as Carol does her shows, Pan Pacific Park?
Yeah, but I'm there in the morning at 9 a.m. and then I go to work down the street and I make edibles at this place that's under the table. It's shady, and we work in a yoga studio and make gummies. But
that's awesome. You're working at an under the table gummy factory. That's interesting.
So I do that like 4 days a week, and
wow.
Like my second month there, they were like, they make a lot of CBD. Like it's an actual company, but like we were doing like THC ones for a while to try to like sell privately to like private whatever. And the second month I was there, we kept like making these THC gummies like every single day, and like they were just piling up. Like we were putting them in like gallon Ziploc bags. And we had like 40-gallon Ziploc bags of 25 milligram gummies. And one day I was just like, can I have a handful? Because the dude's super cool. It's just me and like one other dude and his girlfriend that worked there. I make the gummies like because they needed a chef. I used to be a sous chef.
Ooh.
So I was like, can I have a handful? He's like, take 2 bags. I was like, what?
So now what are you doing? You're slinging gummies.
I was like, I don't want 2 bags. He's like, no, take 2 bags. I was like, I just want a handful, dude. He's like, no, take 2 bags. And I was like, what the fuck's going on here? So I took 2 bags. And then I've been selling gummies to friends.
Well, and very interesting. That's unique.
I bought a new laptop and I paid for my week in Austin in a few weeks with gummies.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. See? Being a sous chef paid off.
Yeah. What's that, Carol?
Are they delicious?
Yeah, and they're really potent too. They get you high.
Wow. Well, very interesting.
Need some gummies. I got some left. Just kidding.
All right. Well,
not selling drugs on the air. That was a joke.
Welcome to the show, and I'm going to ask Carol a little bit more about what's going on at Pan Pacific Park and all these other places. So,
well, what's going on is I got shows in different area codes. Let's see. Pan Pacific on Saturday afternoon, 3 to 5. This coming Saturday, Mr. C will be there doing comedy at the Pan Pacific Park. And then Saturday night, NoHo Diner, we're doing the Carpool Comedy Show, the drive-up show, where you can drive up in your car and listen over your car radio. And we're going to have a fantastic lineup of comedians. It's going to be awesome. And then, of course, Sunday is my World's Best Laugh. And then I have open mics the rest of the week. I have Monday in San Pedro, Wednesday at Rumi Cafe in Studio City, Thursday at Griffith Park. And then, of course, next following Saturday, we'll be back to NoHo Diner open mic on Saturday night. So, yeah. That's
nice.
Julie.
And where can people find your schedule, Carol? Because that's a lot for people to remember.
Yeah, just contact me at the World's Best Laugh on the Facebook or the Instagram. or you can go on the Instagram and go to carpool_comedy. You can do that. And of course, I have to call it the Facebook and the Instagram because I'm over 50 and it's in the AARP rules, you guys.
Yeah. I think Facebook actually was called the Facebook, like when it was first invented. So yeah, that's old school, real old school.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm old.
Mista See, I've never heard you do comedy before. Are you preparing a set? Or are you going to wing it? You're so good at just improvising. What's your plan for Saturday?
Well, no, I've done about, I'd say 10 official comedy sets at various places. I've been a little Vegas show and all that. I'm actually prepping a 30-minute special that I'm going to do for Wale Rocks. So, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I already got like a 5-minute set. So when you're a rapper or artist, any talent, right? Anytime you tell people you're going to do something, what's the first question they ask you right after you tell them? Do it. So if you say you're a comedian or you're a rapper or you're a singer or you're a tax writer or whatever you think you are, you always got to have one thing in the bag. One in the bag, just in case Puff Daddy comes to your house one day and knocks on the door and says, hey, Carl, rap. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to have something. So just like comedy, you always got to have at least a set, and every comedian should be working on the set. Some comedians are all over the place. They freestyle. Like the true motherfuckers, they work on like the same 15 jokes for like a year, 2 years and shit. And it's a master, and then they add to it or do other stuff. And then for that way, you actually develop a style that way where you can now just make future sets based on the structure of that original set. So I advise that to any new comedian. But life is good. I'm happy. It was just President's Day. I'm chilling, feeling all right. Still running for president 2024. Doing a Dial Bar comedy show again. Got all these great talents here. Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? Got my Netflix and chill on. Masturbated a lot. This shit was lit. This shit has been there. I'm moving to get an OnlyFans. I get like little like sock burns and shit.
I forgot to ask Carol about her Valentine's Day because she said she had some juicy Valentine's Day. Can we hear the story, Carol?
Well, I had to get a guest host for my show on Sunday so that I could get some delicious chocolate on Sunday night. Yeah, and I got, I don't know if you could see it in the Zoom, but probably not. But I got a bracelet. It's beautiful. And a little love note. And I had a great time. And it was all good.
Oh, that's cute.
That's awesome.
I had a very nice Valentine's for the first time in about 20 years.
Nice.
That is sweet, Carol. That is sweet. Okay, I'm keeping myself on mute most of the time because I've got this crying baby as per usual. So let's move on. I am really scared to say your name right now. Nicki Fuchs.
Fuchs.
Yeah.
Right.
What? No, that's wrong. That's not how you say my name.
Fuchs.
It's cute.
Seriously. I'm sure everybody says that and it's kind of fun to say, but is that right? Or
no, it is it's Fuchs. But yes, everybody's been saying that since I was born, so I'm used to it.
I mean, it would be kind of funny if that was the proper pronunciation and everybody just had to be really serious about it, you know?
That would be definitely interesting. Not sure how I would deal with it. I've just dealt with the teasing my whole life, so I haven't really come up with anything other than I don't fuck you.
That is a good one. That's a good comeback. Yeah. So, Nicki, where are you from? I don't think we've had you on this show yet. It's your first time on Dive Bar Comedy?
Yes, it's my first time. I moved to LA about 2 years ago, but before that, I was living in Baltimore, Maryland. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. They are like literally one of the best places to go to a dive bar, though. I will say that.
And buy heroin.
Well, you know, I mean, or weed, whatever you like. It's all the same.
So did you start comedy after you moved to LA or you already?
No, I started comedy when I was in Baltimore about 6 years ago. Yeah. So I've been doing it for a minute.
Fun. And then what's keeping you busy this last year or so since the dive bars are closed?
Two things. My baby dog that I got during quarantine, and my very insane job where I basically help cure cancer. So yeah. So
how are you helping cure cancer? What are you doing?
I work for a company that creates a certain type of oncology product called cell therapy. And I mean, I could go into the details, but I don't want to get too boring for you.
Wow. All right, Nicki. Well, that's cool. I think some people know I got cancer now. So I have just started my first chemo on like 2 weeks ago. And
wow.
Breast cancer, I'm doing the TCHP combo. It's like chemo mixed with immunotherapy.
Great.
And
good.
Yeah, so I'm all about cancer research right now. I'm like Googling the F out of every cancer aspect that comes across my mind.
Why don't you look up Kite Pharma and check out this? It's not chemo or radiation. It's a third line drug, but it uses your own T cells to kill cancer. So it's very cutting edge stuff, and it's really the future of medicine for us. So
yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. The drug that's like the breakthrough drug for what I have is called Herceptin, and they have a movie about it called Living Proof, and it's an immunotherapy drug. It's not chemotherapy, so maybe it's along the same lines. This baby is driving me nuts. All right, Nicki, great to meet you. Welcome to the show. Let's see who else is here. Okay, Miguel Fierro. I like your background. Well, what is that? Is that a movie there?
It's
Cheers. That's Cheers.
It's the old. I'm with the gang at Cheers. You don't remember that part where they were all like, Miguel? You don't remember that in the show? That was a popular refrain.
I do. And I just recognized that mailman. I forgot his name, but there he is.
Cliff.
Yeah. Cliff, Sam, someone else. I can't really, I'm looking at, so. But how's it going?
I'm like muting and unmuting and muting and unmuting, because if I kept myself unmuted, you would just hear constant crying, which is what I'm hearing all day, every day. I put the babies in daycare for the first time, like a week or two ago. And it's like the most peaceful feeling that I've ever had. I forgot how great it was to not have kids. I mean, it's like amazing. You don't appreciate it. It's amazing. I'm like, daycare is the best invention ever, because it's like a non-stop barrage of noise and crying and drawing on the walls and messing up everything. And I'm like, make a mess somewhere else.
I feel like it adds to your whole vibe, because you're in the bar, you're like, you got the baby in the bar, you're like, what's going on? What's the story there? It's like, yes, she runs the bar, but she also raises children, something like that.
Well, that's my number one thing. When I had a baby, I was like, can I just take my baby to a bar? Because it's so boring being home with your baby. You can't bring him anywhere. It's like one of the most boring things. So I feel good that nobody's allowed to go anywhere anymore because of COVID. I'm like not the only one stuck at home. So it makes me feel good.
Exactly. You're drinking for two. I got you, But,
Miguel, what's been keeping you occupied during this quarantine time?
It's been, I go for walks. That's about all I do these days. I do some writing. I'm working on a sitcom right now. So I'm writing a sitcom with a friend of mine, and things are coming along with that. I hang out with my cat. That's about it. There's not really too much else going on. I watch TV. I watch movies, the rest of the crap that everybody does. I eat too much, so...
Cats are nice and quiet. I used to have a cat before this. That was like the best. Nice and quiet, independent. You barely have to do anything for a cat.
Yeah, he's pretty low key, except for he was meowing a minute ago. So I muted myself because it's I don't want to impose my cat on the world. But But he is awesome. His name's Lucky. I found him in a cemetery. I've had him. If you go to Instagram.com/.
I found him in a cemetery.
It could have been somebody's spirit animal, and you stole him away.
I found him on a tombstone. I found him on a tombstone.
It was probably his owner. He was probably one of those dedicated cats that loved his owner even after he was dead.
He was a baby.
It's possible. He's meowing right now, so maybe you're onto something. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
He was a little baby.
So Miguel, have you been doing any shows or Zoom or live or what?
No, I mean, I did one of Carol's shows recently. That was a lot of fun, but not really too much live. I mean, it's I'm almost 50. I'm like, I'm not in the mood to catch some Ronas, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not really hanging where the people are at. I get in, I buy my groceries, I scan them myself, I run out of the place. You know what I mean? I'm not high-fiving people and nothing. So yeah, so I'm just not. I haven't been out in public too much, with and doing shows. But
my baby just walked over to me and put this remote control in my hand. He's telling me he wants me to change the channel, apparently.
Yeah,
all right, let's move on. All right, thanks, Miguel. Thanks for coming to the show. I can't wait to hear your set, and welcome back. All right, we got Lisa Landers in the house. How are you, Lisa?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Like I said, I'm being tortured at all times, but otherwise I'm fine. So for people that don't know you, where are you from? How'd you get into comedy?
Okay, so I'm LA based, and I'm actually from Ohio. I've lived a few other places in the nation, but I'm originally from small town Ohio. And I got into comedy. I tried it out once or twice when I was in Cleveland, but got into it here when I moved to LA. Yeah. So
sorry, I had to change channel. The baby, he's not even 2 years old yet. He was very specific about like not just what show he wants, but now it's like down to the episode that he wants. God. But he doesn't speak yet. So I have to like guess through like miming and grunts, like exactly which episode of which show. It's very difficult, but
adorable.
Yeah, it's cute, but annoying. But listen to the silence. I walked away, changed the channel. The crying stopped.
Don't waste it.
Yeah, good thing we're in the age of television and YouTube because that's saving me. But anyway, Lisa. So, all right. So
yeah.
So you're here. You've got your microphone set up. You've been recording or doing your own podcast? Or?
No, I'm not doing my own podcast. I just happen to like it. I'm like, I like having the mic for my sound. But
somebody's echoing, by the way.
And we all are.
Somebody's got their volume up on the other.
Okay.
But
hello. Okay.
Maybe it was you. Yeah.
Okay. I think we got it.
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay.
So you've been recording your own podcast?
No, I haven't been doing my own podcast. Maybe. That's an idea.
Join the world. Everybody's got a podcast now, it seems like.
Right? I know. It's the thing. I got to get with it. And I'm just like, I don't know if my life's that exciting. Right now, the most exciting thing is my cat, one of my cats, of course, I'm a white lady. I have cats. And so Sweets keeps wanting me. She likes to play fetch with this.
My cat played fetch too. Yeah.
With this nasty little white pom pom, and I keep trying to break her of it, and I throw it away, but she gets it out of the trash. So she doesn't forget about it. I put it in the trash. I close it up, and then like it reappears. So she's.
Maybe throw it in the washing machine and then it won't be nasty anymore. Just run it through the wash.
Yeah.
She's very persistent. She chases me around with it. She comes up and meows. She'll probably come up because she's on a thing with it right now. So you may hear her meow for me to throw it. It's a little annoying.
Next thing she's going to start handing you the remote control.
Right. Exactly. This is the cat version of the remote control. So I'm sure if I could put Discovery Channel or whatever the cat channel is on TV, the remote would be coming.
Well, this has turned into the cat episode of Dive Bar Comedy, which we've never had before. So every week I have to come up with a name for the episode, and I believe this is the cat episode.
It's the cat episode.
Yes. Anybody else have cats?
I have 2 cats.
Aw, of course.
Mario as well. 3.
And Miguel.
And Miguel.
4. Nikki's got an adorable dog.
Okay. You know all about other people's animals? Okay.
It's the pet episode.
It's the pet episode.
She's doing her research, like deep research. Now, you guys must be friends, right?
Yes, we're friends.
How else would you know about your dog? All right, Lisa. Well, welcome to the show, and it's gonna be fun. I'm excited to have all you guys on. It's also predominantly ladies tonight. I did not plan that, but it's looking that way. All right. Here's another name I'm gonna mess up. Annie Truex.
Yeah.
What?
Just like it's spelled.
You're kidding. And I noticed you're a she, her.
It's like true.
Yeah, I'm PC.
True.
Woke.
Okay. I like it. Truex. Is that really it? All
yeah,
right.
It's really, yeah. It used to be French. People think it should be trucks or true.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm a white lady. It's just Truex.
You, like, for some reason, it must be your hair. You could be straight out of the 80s. Like, I don't know, maybe Debbie Gibson or somebody. Like, I feel like I just am watching an 80s movie right now talking to you. So,
thank you.
Yeah, very cute. Very cute.
I think she's adorable.
I like it here.
Mm-hmm. And you're the one with the cute dog? Or no, that Nicki has the cute dog. What do you have?
Dog. I have a cute dog. I have a
step dog. A step dog.
Yeah,
okay.
Like boyfriend, you know?
Okay. You're like the alternate parent.
I'll pet the dog, I'll take him for walks, but like when he has to go out at like 10, 11 o'clock, like that's not my dog, you know?
Right. Right. It's not the same as if you had the dog originally, like if you bought the dog together.
Right. A little more dog.
I see. Okay. Well, I think that's how step parents feel too. My friend is visiting and she's a stepmother, and she said she leaves the parenting to the dad, and she's just sort of there to be nice and friendly, like, but not really overly involved. So yeah.
But not my dog.
Yeah. So Annie, how did you get into comedy, and where were you when you started?
Let's see. Well, I'm from Seattle, but all I did was like I finished high school and left. I've been here since.
Okay.
And I'm an actor. My boyfriend Dan Penna was on your show. He's a comedian.
Oh.
I'm as funny as he is, and so I started doing stand-up because I'm competitive.
How's that working for your relationship? How's that impacting your relationship? The competitiveness.
He's much nicer than I am. So he's like, you're right. You are so funny.
Aww. Aww.
So
yeah, that's how guys, I think guys are in general, maybe not in general, but a lot of guys are very supportive. Like we don't give them credit, but they end up being very supportive. And then I was a little more competitive with GT than he was with me, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Not exactly. I mean, I don't know. It's not exactly competitive, but kind of. When you're doing the same thing, it could be good for a relationship because you have things in common, but it could be bad because of the competition aspect.
Yeah.
So
I mean, especially this year, it's been good to have someone to like talk to, interested in the same stuff.
Yeah. You guys test your jokes on each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes we even like let each other know we're doing it. We don't just like slip it into a conversation, see how it lands.
But neither one of you practices your set in the shower, do you?
No, I practice while I'm driving.
Huh?
No, just practice while we're driving.
Okay.
Which is infinitely more dangerous, probably.
Oh God, the crying is back.
Oh, the episode's over.
So, Wait, Annie, you're an actress.
Okay, so it's still my turn to talk. So see, my hair, it's curly, and it's curly because I'm really serious about the products I use. I don't use parabens or sulfates. That'll give you really frizzy hair. And then while it's wet, why am I talking about this? While it's wet, are we good? Did we make it? Nope, she's still muted. So I put gel in it and I kind of scrunch it up, but don't use terry cloth. You got to use like a jersey, like a t-shirt, you know?
Really?
And then you don't.
Okay, I'm just gonna mute the baby now. I'm just gonna hand over the mouth. It's not working. All right. Well, welcome to the show, Annie. I think we've got only one. Everybody's switching positions on me, but I think we have just one more guest. That's Dell Harrison. Hi, Dell. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, everybody. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
All right, Dell. I gotta mute myself again. Dell, tell us about your, how did you get into comedy, where are you from, and what's been keeping you busy these days?
What's been keeping me busy is Nikki's dog that I love so much. Nikki has the most awesome pit bull. And what we do is we go around and we dream about our home in the Hollywood Hills.
Yes.
On every walk. And I take her up and I'm like, you like this one? And then she'll pull me and she'll be like, no, let's go over here, girl. Let me just tell you, girl. See, these people over here, they got the real money, girl. See, over here, they rent. They look like they rent. Let's go over here by the Hemingway house. That's where I like to start. Right. And we dream and we walk and it's the most inspirational walk. And then when we get back, she's like, all right, now when you coming back, because I got some other things I need to see in the hills.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yep, and that's what's been keeping me going and busy.
And where are you from?
You're a good talker. You're a good talker, Dell. That's why you're a great comedian. I'm gonna just hey.
Guys, while Jill is about to shoot herself, let me tell you the
God. All right, you guys. We better start the show before that happens. Mista See is laughing because he doesn't have kids and he's happy because he gets to be happy all by himself. All right, Mista See, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Kazoo is such a sweet voice.
I'm back, guys. Oh, wow, Joe, he is too cute. Oh my God. Aww. Such a, every time I think about having kids.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, enough. All right, Mista See, start the show.
Hell yeah. All right. Great stuff. So we had the great Kazoo set to show up, get a real turn. So shout out to the great Kazoo in the background, the little baby boy making those great noises. It's the Dial Comedy Show. Can I get a round of applause? Yeah. All right. Now, Mista See, the Enforcer, a.k.a. Poppy Carl, the bad boy, a.k.a. your future president, number 47, a.k.a. the regular man that's going to save you from yourself. So let's get ready to do it right like your mama. Keep it tight all night with that dude that she letting out of spite, even though your daddy don't like the way he fuss and fight. You know what I'm saying? So you guys ready for this first comedian? We're going to jump it off. We got a wonderful gentleman coming to the stage. Make sure I check the name this because I was organizing while y'all was talking and we was listening to the great Kazoo. So let's see who we got coming from. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like this dude. So this guy's going to jump it off. I actually like his name because, see, I'm kind of old and whatnot because, you can only run for president if you're kind of old. And this guy right here, he reminds me of a card that my teacher used to have. Her name was Miss Brooks. She was this fine, light-skinned sister. She used to teach me at this Catholic school. She used to wear skirts every day. I think Miss Brooks was a little bit of a hoe after work, by the way. But she used to have a Pontiac Fiero. That little sporty drawer, the 2-drawer. Oh, Miss Brooks was man. All right. I'm getting lost. But anyway, this dude just has the best last name. He's a super talented guy. He's cool than a motherfucker. And this dude also has a great cat. He found it on top of a motherfucking cemetery stone. So he's got a demon cat from hell. The name is Lucky. So get ready for this shit right here. And I hope you feel real lucky at this. You ready for this comedian? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get a clack, 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 clack. For Miguel Fierro.
Oh, what's up, people? Everybody, give it up for Mista See, and please give it up for Joanna. And you know what? Fucking throwing out there for GT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like GT. I knew him. Guys, it's nice to be here on the East Hollywood Squares. This is a lot of fun. Having me here. I'm feeling pretty good. I just watched Tenet. Have you guys seen that movie?
Yeah.
The new Christopher Nolan movie, newish, whatever, came out last summer. There's a lot to take in. You got to watch it a few times. I even watched it backwards. A lot of that stuff in it. And you know what I noticed when I watched it backwards? I noticed that I need to get out of the house more. So I hadn't heard it from a friend of mine in a long time. Has this ever happened to you? I hadn't heard from her in forever. True story. And she came at me with multi-level marketing. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
World Financial Group type shit, you know. And you know, and I gave it some thought. She's really nice. I didn't want to make her feel bad, and you know, but what are you gonna do? You know, so I guess what I'm trying to say is, if anybody needs life insurance, I'm holding. Great. Help me out with my upline. I've been watching a lot of stuff too. I watched a couple of documentaries on Nexium. You guys seen any of these Nexium documentaries? The Vow, and then there's another one, you know, whatever. And I figured out what's the real problem with Nexium is that, you know, they had bad branding. Okay, all right. Did I cross a line, or you guys just haven't even seen the documentary? Whatever. Are you guys double masking? Are we double masking? I've been double masking since November, okay? And I've been double eating since June. So this is what it is. I'm like, you know, if I even wanted to join a militia at this point, I'd have to join the Oat Keepers. Am I right? The Oat Keepers? Sorry. I joined QAnon. Okay, all right. That's a great joke, all right? But probably gonna get me killed someday in a forest. All right. Don't you guys miss when Bernie Sanders would just sit somewhere and the world would explode? You know, can we go back to that time of the year? I wish he would sit somewhere again. You guys ever notice everybody's always releasing Krakens? You know, you ever notice that? Everybody's always releasing them. No one ever just hangs out with a Kraken, you know? Maybe they're cool. Maybe they're fun to be with. No one ever puts a Kraken away. No one's ever like, hey, all right, let's put the Kraken back. Can we put the Kraken back? No? Okay, these are all political jokes that did great on Twitter. I got 3 likes on a lot of these, okay? So fuck you guys. Gina Carano, huh? Yeah, man, telling you, you know, I'm not too bummed about her. She was like a wrestler, you know. I'll tell you this much, man. When I watch that show, it's like the only thing she's wrestling with is acting. Am I right? Okay, sorry. I'm really hammy tonight. I'm feeling really hammy. I have a friend who changed their gender from male to female, but they also put on a bunch of weight. So now we call her trans fat, but it's a health joke. Okay, guys, I've changed a little bit in the pandemic. You know, I masturbate with hand sanitizer now, so that's. Yeah, I stopped high-fiving strangers, licking doorknobs. I had a kissing booth on Vermont. I had to shut that down. I've walked Dell Harrison. Great. I've walked somebody in Zoom. You know, I don't really do a lot of these Zoom shows, you know, and it's not because I'm insecure or something. I just have like a real fear of rectangles. So I was at 7-Eleven, guy in front of me. He was buying a 24-pack of Modelo and a box of condoms. I'm just thinking to myself, you know, man, me and this guy, we are about to have very different nights, you know. Condoms. Okay, all right. A woman told me I'm a bear recently. She's like, Miguel, you're a bear. All that really means is you're fat, but I'd fuck you. That's all that means. Okay. I had a Zoom therapist, you know. Anybody here doing therapy on Zoom?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good. You know, he just turned off his screen. You know, it was really a bummer. So, guy's finger the whole time. It was really, you know. Oh, this is the best I've ever done in comedy at all. So, feel good about this. Feel good. Yeah. I've been going through a difficult time, actually. I've been kind of nocturnal lately, you know. Anybody else nocturnal in the pandemic, where you just go to bed? Yeah, it's not good. It's not like I'm up at 4 a.m. doing Pilates and, you know, doing some Kundalini yoga or something. You know, it's just me, you know, sitting around eating popcorn, watching Mike Tyson mysteries. It's kind of lame. Okay. I'm so old now that I actually believe in 3G conspiracies. So that's how long I've been around. Nice thing about Zoom shows, you can't really tell if a joke bombs or not. You know what I mean? It's sort of just like, I think I'm pretty sure that person that turned off their camera, they probably just turned it off because they were laughing so hard. That's all. Guys, I've been Miguel Fierro. Thank you so much. Keep it real.
Yeah. Another round of applause for Miguel Fierro.
Leave them on a laugh.
That's what I'm talking about. Pulling up out of the gates like a star. That's how it goes down. And I feel you, my brother. I'm old too, man. My knees hurt, my back hurt, shoulders hurt. I went out to party. So, you know, when you're old and you ain't got no kids, you call yourself trying to be young, right? So I went out to party with the young bulls the other night. You know, it was fine. You know, it's the Super Bowl. Tom Brady won. He old like me. I'm good. I can do this shit, right? So I got out party all night. I do the sunrise party thing. And I wake up the next day. And for the next 2 days, my neck hurt for no fucking reason at all. Like for 2 straight days, I'm just like this. Like I'm at the job and the job meeting. Like, yo, lady, hey, Carl, what's wrong with you? I was like, you know, Tom Brady did so good. You know, I just kept going places with the young bulls. So, big props to you. And another round of applause for Fierro with the Demon Cat Fierro. That's right. So you're going right into our next comedian. And I like this comedian's name because it's spelled one way, but you say it differently. And she knows how to throw it down. We actually heard earlier that she actually spent some time in B-more, which we call Baby Philly. Some people call it Brown City. You know what I'm saying? And in that city, I'm sure she rapped because everybody spent time in that city as a rapper. In that city, they call it Big D Fuchs. That's what they call it in the fuck city. I don't know why. That's just what they call it. I don't know, maybe because they can't spell. Plus, you know that she might be from there because in the hood, your name is spelled one way, but it sounds different. Like her first name is Nikki, but I think it's really Nikki Kashawn Melisha Stephen. But we'll check it out when we find out later. So you guys ready for some Be More Bombshell? Can I get a yeah? That's right. That's right. Clap, 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 clap for Nikki.
Thank you. Oh, wow. You assume a lot, Mista See. Yeah, so I'm Nikki, and this haircut is called the Peter Pan Sexual. Okay, just kidding. No, not really. Honestly, when I got this haircut, I had no idea how gay it was. Like, nobody told me that this shit was fucking gay. Like, it is so gay. Like, it's so gay that my neighbor thought I was my own partner. Like, that's how gay this fucking haircut is. And like, honestly, when we met, me and my dog, we like met her on our walk, right? And I like introduced myself, hey, I'm Nikki, and like blah, 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 right? And I come back like 2 weeks later and she's like, oh, you must be Nikki's partner. And I was just like, no, I'm Nikki. Like, that's so weird. Like, why would you, you know? But I also like didn't tell her that I was gay because she might know someone, you know? So I just decided to leave it. And also, I guess bisexual people can have this haircut too, right? Like that's me. You know, I'm a bi. So I mentioned my dog. She's really great. We have so many things. Sorry, I was just looking at her. We have like, if you hear her snore, like just ignore it. It's a lot like a baby's cry, but much more calming, you know? Yeah, we have so many things in common. I feel like she's my soulmate, you know. She's had as many puppies as I've eaten Plan B pills in college. Like, it's exactly the same number. It's so crazy. It's not a synchronicity. She's been really like good for me in so many ways. Like, one of the things that I've noticed lately is that I've been really empowered to take walks at night. And that's not necessarily because of my dog, you know, that's just because I'm carrying a bag of shit in my hand, you know? I know it sounds crazy, hear me out, but like my thought process is nobody's gonna rape you with a bag of shit in your hands, right? Like, nobody's gonna do that, right? Yeah, no. People are like always have questions about this thought process that I have. They're just like, wait, so like what if your dog doesn't poop when you take a walk? And I'm just like, baby, I got extras, you know? I've always got a spare turd is what I'm trying to say. And then there's always like a dude, it's always a man. And he's like, well, what if that's like the rapist thing? Like, what if he likes shit?
Ew.
I know. Like, it makes me laugh because I'm like, God damn it, let me have my fucking moment. Can I just have one moment? Can we as women have one moment where we don't think we're gonna get raped? Like, can we just have this moment? Can I give everybody a okay, sorry. I'm passionate about it, but it's true. Okay. Yeah, so I guess I'll just go straight. Sorry, can't stop touching my sideburns because they're too long because I haven't got a haircut because I'm trying to be a good person during quarantine and not like, you know, I'm just trying to like do as minimal as possible with like talking and being around other people. But dating has really been a struggle with that, you know, mindset. Honestly, like I don't get these like, hey, late night, like what you doing text. You remember those? Anybody get what you doing? I just get what are you doing with your life text from my dad. Like it's really weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I'd rather get laid, you know? Like every time I've scheduled a date during quarantine, like I have this ritual that I do where I'll just like do 3 things before the date. I'll start to drink a whole bunch of wine as I'm getting ready. So I get really like excited and like loose, you know, don't ask. And then, and then I'll start to get tired because I'm just, you know, me. And so I'll start.
What did she do next? What did she do next?
Well, maybe she'll come back.
What?
Uh-oh.
She's frozen, you guys.
Keeping us in suspense.
I'm back. Oh no, where did I stop?
You were drinking wine. You were getting tired.
Okay. And then I had to drink the coffee to stay awake for the date, right? That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm about to get high so I can stay home and masturbate all night long. You know?
Woo!
Am I like at my time?
You have 1 minute.
1 minute?
With me.
1 minute? Am I frozen?
No, you're not.
No, you're good.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So the last thing that I did learn in quarantine was I finally like really figured out what my red flags are in dating, right? Like I have 3 of them. There's only 3. And it's blonde hair. That's the first one. Blue eyes. That's the second one. And the third one is swastika tattoo. Like I will literally date anybody but you. Literally anyone. And also just like a PSA, I don't know if you guys know this, but like a swastika flag is a literal red flag. All right, I'm Nikki. Thanks, bye.
Yeah, another round of applause for one of my masturbation teammates, Nikki. That's right. Team jerk it out. Team jerk it out. Team work it out. You remember that song by Tweet where she's like, oh, she come home and she get in the mirror, she get naked, she see herself in the mirror after the club, like, damn, I'm looking kind of good. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to talk to nobody after. I can knock out multiples if I want. All kinds of stuff going on. What? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Act like you don't. Fine. I'm the only pervert here. I am a presidential candidate, though, so I think that makes best sense. This got to make you want to vote for me. Got to. It will not. So, she did a great job once again. She laid it down. Another round of applause for the dog loving Nicki Fuchs. All righty, right. We're gonna go into another lady that's coming to the stage. She's actually one of the fam that I've seen around. I don't remember she's done our show before, but I know her from LA and I know her from all over the place. And she is super talented. She is also a dog lover. I think she described her dogs that she likes as the kind that are in the Hollywood Hills late at night peeing on things. So apparently she dates my friends. I don't know. That's the only dogs I know in the Hollywood Hills peeing on stuff is the guys I hang with. So we'll figure that out later. I'll hook you up with the number, baby. Don't you worry about it. But this lady coming right to the stage right now is a ball of fire, smooth as chocolate, and it's the history month for all of us, so it's about to lay it down and get it around this town like you're feeling hound. She also got the last name of a great wide receiver from Philadelphia that pulled out 2 guns on people in daylight. Damn, that boy was bad. So you guys ready for this next comedian? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
Clap, for Dell is so good. Harrison.
Guys, give it up for that intro, guys. That was amazing. I feel like I was just born with that intro. You know what I'm saying? That intro was outstanding. Yes, I am a dog lover and I am a Lord lover as well. And guys, I had the best, let me tell y'all something. Ever since I've been dating the Lord, my life has just gone way uphill. Okay? I'm talking about the Lord is the best man ever. Let me tell y'all what the Lord did for my Valentine's Day. The Lord paid my rent. Okay? A grant came through. I filmed, I auditioned and booked a commercial and I filmed it on Valentine's Day weekend. And just when I thought that I wasn't going to have anybody to sleep with, because, you know, that's really the only part of dating is you just want somebody to go, you know, to be in the bed with. Okay. Just when I thought I was going to be at home by myself alone and wishing I had a man, the Lord hooked me up with a dog sitting gig and I could snuggle up with those dogs all weekend long. Guys, I think what I'm trying to say here is the Lord has made me a full white woman this weekend. Happy Valentine's Day to me. Do you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Life is going up out this cap, okay? Then, you know, the Lord is a cool boyfriend too. The Lord be letting you see other people. You know what I'm saying? You be going out making mistakes and then he be back forgiving you, you know? I had the absolute best time and I got a massage, okay? Like, I'm talking about, I really just did it after the Valentine's weekend. And this is better than like all of my Valentine's years, like of all time. Like, you know, normally, not that the guys are so bad, but like, I haven't been this like happy with myself in a long time. You know what I'm saying? So like, when you happier with yourself, even somebody, whoever is around, you're gonna be like, they cool because you don't have all these like gripes, you know what I'm saying, that you used to have before. Like, make me happy. Do you hear me? I don't care what's going on. I need you to make me happy. Now I'm like, I'm a happy person. So I don't need the like external people to like make me happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nice.
Guys, you know, through dog walking, guys, I have managed to win myself a lot of white friends. And it's great. It's actually great because what I've learned is, especially about like white men, I really need to go to white people's school. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is, when it comes to like white men, I misjudge them all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the ones that I feel like I'm always attracted to the like racist ones. You know what I'm saying?
No. Those are the best ones.
You said those the best one? I don't know. Like, I'm from the South. Like, I'm from New Orleans. Like, you know, in New Orleans, you stay on your porch and I stay on mine. You know what I'm saying? But whenever I am attracted to like a white man and he's attracted to me, we both be looking at each other like, now, you know, we shouldn't even be talking to each other, but I feel something for you. Here's what I want to say, and I want to leave y'all with because we don't have that much time. Well, I'm not going to take up that much time. There is some white disadvantage. You know, there's white privilege, but there is extreme white disadvantage, guys. Okay. And I have learned that by having some actual white friends. And I'm going to tell you where the white disadvantage begins. It begins at the grocery store. Okay. when I go in there and I purchase 2 Fuji apples for $18.43 in a white neighborhood, guys, that is white disadvantage. Okay, you know how much apples are in the hood. Okay, I'm talking about a bag of rice is $19.49 at a white grocery store. Okay. Don't need to talk about a pack of ground beef. A pack of ground, y'all have to take out a full low interest rate loan to get a pack of ground beef at a grocery store. Where over in the hood, that same 3-pound pack of ground beef is free. You see what I'm saying? Guys, I rest my case, guys. I rest my case. Thank you so much, guys. That's it for me.
Yeah, that's right. I
gotta go
Let me check out my sandwich.
Yeah. When I moved to LA, I had that same culture shock. The same culture shock with the stores and whatnot. Now, one time I had a problem because I broke my jaw on one of those scooters while I was drunk one night. So I had to get some dental work done. And I went to the dentist and they wanted $4,000 from me. And I was like, wait a minute, I just gave y'all like all this other money to get the other stuff before I could do this. So you know what they told me? They told me to take out, I'm not even going to say the name of what line on that. They said, yo, why don't you get yourself a J-ish loan? And I said, wait a minute, can you say that to me? That sounds a little racist. And they was like, no, it's called a J-ish loan. I'm talking about this as the full word, right? You go to a website, the website actually says that. And it's like a loan you can take out, like almost like a loan shark for money for little things like going to the supermarket. So, round of applause to Dell Harrison for dealing with that kind of stress. That's not running for president. I want to make sure your bread isn't $50. What happens and whatnot. Oh, right. So we're on to the next one. All right, we about to bring some boys back up here. With all these animals and cats and whatnot, it's been a whole lot of food nanny flying around up in here. But it's time to bring some sausage, dang-a-lang, the swang around this thing. We got to keep it balanced. We make our sandwiches like good porno movies. So this next gentleman, he got a whole kind of swag because his name sounds kind of like Rocky Balboa with tough Italian, but then you look at him, he's got this Jerry Seinfeld kind of swag going. And then he's like, oh, I'm a comedian. I got a job. But he say weird shit like, yo, I've been living in front of the comedy store for 3 weeks. Oh, I be working, but I just do stuff in the park under the table while selling illegal drugs. That's all I'm saying. So he might be okay. I don't know what it is, but this guy's name is as cool as his career and his comedy has got to be an SD. So you guys ready for this next comedian? Can I get an oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
That's right. So this gentleman is cool as the days of old and always around for the days of new. I love his name because it is super like Mario. Boom, boom, boom. So can I get a clap, 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 clap for Mario? Boom.
Oh, thank you. Nikki, you said you got teased for your name. Have you ever heard, hey Mario, where's Luigi a million times? It's not fun. What I want to talk about. I'm going to Austin in a few weeks. Gonna go down there, check out their little comedy scene, see what's happening down there. Woo, I'm excited about that. Partly to go do comedy, but mostly because I'm sick of people in LA thinking that I'm Armenian. And like being disappointed when I tell them I'm not. They're always like, bro, are you sure, bro? Like, yeah, dude, like I'm not Armenian. I'm sorry. Just Italian. Like the most Armenian thing about me is that I love System of a Down. Like that's it. I'm sorry. What else? The other day I saw a Tinder bio that said MILF, but she was fat and ugly, so it was more like just M. I hate when it says like no hookups in all capital letters, but then there's like a picture of their pussy. It's like, come on. Mixed signals. And it's like so many girls on dating apps now, like they're only there to promote their OnlyFans, or like they want you to spoil them. And it's like the nerve of these whores, Thanks, Carol. I don't actually think girls are whores. It's a joke, guys. Come on. I think gay dudes are creepy. Not because they're gay, but why else would the distance on their dating app Grindr be measured in feet? It's like you could be a gay dude in a club and you don't you don't even have your sex can be 10 feet away. Like you don't even have to travel. You just like turn to the side. It's like, oh, you're right there. Cool. Let's do this. Like, stupid. A few months, like the first few months of quarantine, I was watching a lot of 90s movies that I grew up on. But like now that I'm older, they're starting to make me sad. Like I'm always halfway through Clueless before I realize that Brittany Murphy's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get sad, you know. And then I remember what she did to Eminem in 8 Mile, and I'm like, "Fuck you, Brittany Murphy." Shouldn't have did that to him. I rewatched The Matrix the other day. It's been a while, so I watched that again. And that was written by the Wachowski brothers. And it's like I don't know why, but I always thought they were Asian. I think it's the Chow and Wachowski. But like I looked it up, and they're not Asian. They're Jewish and Polish. Yeah, I was way off, Carol. Thank you. They also both got a sex change, both brothers, so they're both women now. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, both of them, both brothers got a sex change, so they're the Wachowski sisters now. So The Matrix 4 is going to be a romantic comedy. I think Suicide Girls tattoos are annoying. You know, Suicide Girls, those models. I think their tattoos are annoying. It's like, we get it. You love the movie The Crow, but do you need the entire script tattooed on the inside of your pussy? It's like you're very attractive, but like it's like I can't go down on you while Edgar Allan Poe's like on your thigh looking at me. It's creepy, you know. My ex-girlfriend, she had a tattoo. It said "Be nice," but she was a fucking bitch. I'm not gonna tell you why she was a bitch, but it rhymes with she was sucking her ex-boyfriend's dick behind my back. I had this friend in high school. He would always try to get me to listen to the band Primus, but I could never get into it because Primus sucks, number one. But also he had a lisp and he would call them Primuth.
Yeah.
And it's like I didn't hate all his suggestions though. Like he got me into Slipknot. He was like, "Come on, man, let's check out this new band called Slipknot." It's like there's 9 members. They all wear different scary masks. There's 3 percussionists. It's like, dude, why didn't you just say drummers? It's like, they're not drummers, they're percussionists. Dude, let's go see him at Ozfest this year. Did I get the lady yet?
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. I've been watching a lot of Law and Order SVU lately. And the craziest part about this one episode that I watched was that the guy that beats his wife and stepkids likes to take baths. He was like, "When I get out of this tub, you and your mother are going to be sorry." And it's like, dude, is that a fucking lavender bath bomb? What the fuck? Like, you can't hit your family while you smell like lilac. Like, I don't think there's a domestic abuse section at Bath and Body Works. Like, does he put on scented lotion to hit his kid? He's like, "Come here," and the kid's like, "Daddy, no, I'm allergic to cucumber melon." Thanks, guys. That's all I got. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that's right. Another round of applause for Mario Tonti. Woo! I know. Right. You laid it down. I like this style of comedy. It fits the Dog Bar comedy swag. It was light, but it was kind of dark. You know what I'm saying? It was beautiful. I like it. I like dark comedy. Pain is good. It's what makes a good comedian. So I like that. Round of applause for Pain. It makes us funny.
Woo!
Yay, damn it. We're going to therapy, guys. Oh, it's going to be on the government. You vote me in. Medicare for all. Free therapy. Fix all of you guys now. It's going to ruin your careers. That's why Mary J. Blige can't keep a man. She makes a great album. Once she was, I'm telling you, like, oh my God, I ain't sold 1 million. Get out the house. I don't like you no more. Your dick is too big. Your dick is too big. Get out. I don't love you no more. Then she goes and makes a great album. That's Mary J. Blige. That's how it works. I'm telling you, it's hard. All right. So once again, another round of applause for Mary Tonti. All right, so we back to the ladies and whatnot. We're gonna go ahead. This next lady coming to the stage is kind of smooth and kind of cool. Her name is complicated to say, especially if you're an American, because we can't talk for shit. So it's a beautiful thing. But she's gonna come to the stage. Her hair is beautiful. We actually got to hear about her hair regimen. I believe she's also another pet lover. Is pussy all over the place tonight. This shit is the shit, and I'm not talking about the ladies. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That's right. That's right. That's how you boy getting canceled. I don't know about that. So you guys ready for this next committee coming to the stage? Can I get a yeah? Actually, no. No. We need something else. We need to be kind of cute with this one. Like, can I get a meow?
Meow.
That's right. That's right. Can I get your paws together like clack, 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 clack for Annie Truex.
That's me. Hello. Hi. Thank you for having me. Hi. Thank you for having me in my own living room, also known as my office, one time known as my gym. I had a date over at the dinette. That was good. I think I'm going to see him again. I'm definitely going to see him again because it's my boyfriend who I share this 1-bedroom apartment with. So all I've really done for the last year is see him. I close my eyes to be alone now. That's some me time. I can tell nobody's listening. I know you're just looking at me with your head like this. I'm like, I know her.
We're listening.
Oh, phew. Well, in case you're not, I will help you out. Because what your subconscious is figuring out, why you think you know me, is you're putting it together that my name is Annie and I have curly red hair. So it's not that you know me, your subconscious just has me confused with a cartoon orphan.
Aww.
My mom, she tells me she didn't name me after Little Orphan Annie on purpose. She also tells me the dog went to a farm, though. I think the most logical explanation is that she consulted a witch doctor, actually, before my sister and I were born. I think she followed an old lady behind some tapestries. They huddled around a crystal ball. And a witch doctor told my mom, oh, one daughter will have a career, a husband, a Tesla. And, oh, that's amazing. And then a gust came through the room. It's cold. The ball clouds up. She said the other daughter, she will have a passion for stand-up comedy. And my mom said, oh, that's an orphan. It's hard to believe that it's a coincidence because she named my sister Grace. Hello, here are my daughters, the amazing Grace, the little orphan Annie, and I am their mother, Teresa. And if you're wondering where my father is, he art in heaven. So, the witch doctor, so far she's right. I'm a fuck up. I'm not even good at being an orphan. I'm only a half orphan. It's a hard knock life. It definitely though helps me recognize other unhinged people out in the world. I ran into this lady the other day. More so she ran into me. I was taking my dog for a walk because there's nothing else to do, and I caught this bike coming to a screeching halt in my peripheral, and this lady on a mountain bike is trying to get around me and my neurotic dog, who on a good day he looks like homeless Toto, right? And we're on an uneven sidewalk in a pandemic, and I just asked her oh, hey, please go in the street. And that awakened something really rageful in her. I didn't see it coming. She launched into this tirade about how she was right, I was wrong, and all I knew is that we were gearing up to fight. And I've been in a couple fights. I don't like it. I don't like getting punched in the nose. I don't like kicking people in the guts. And I know I'm not gonna like her throwing that bike at me, and I'm not looking forward to swinging the dog like a mace. Because she had the upper hand. She has a bike, and I have this little dog who's afraid of water. He ran. He left me for dead one time when we heard a sliding glass door, and it wasn't like the door slamming. It was just the like. She has a weapon, and I have a responsibility. So I'm just trying to leave the situation, you know, and that really escalated things. She screamed on a residential street in the valley, "Go fuck yourself." And I didn't want to be in someone's like viral Facebook video, you know? So I just like drew up a peace sign. I said, okay. And then that made it worse. Because then she was riding next to me in the street like the bully in a children's movie, screaming, "Where do you live? Where do you live?" And I fucked up. I took the bait. I said, "Oh, sorry, I don't give my address to crazy people." And as I like braced for the bike to come at me, she just turned on a dime and left. And I was obviously left wondering what had just happened. But more than that, I really wanted to know what she told her husband happened when she got home, you know? Like, did she go in and say, like, "Oh, you'll never believe what just happened. I was trying to get by this lady with her dog on the sidewalk like you do. And she said, use the street." So I had to tell her to go fuck herself. And you know what she said, "Okay." And then when I'm following her down the street, demanding she tells me where she lives, she said she doesn't give her address to crazy people. Like, I think we all know like what the witch doctor would have named this crazy entitled white lady. But as a little orphan Annie, I know that I just met my very own Miss Hannigan that day. Thank you. I'm a half orphan, and that's my whole time.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Look out for Annie and whatnot. And also keep an eye out for Annie. She sounds like she has some deep-seated therapy things she needs to work out. So soon she's going to have some MMA fights coming up because I think she's a fighter and whatnot. Also, she's probably going to be starring in the next 10 years of movies of remakes of 1980s movies as the guy's girlfriend. You know, like, "Oh, John, I love you. Babe, you're supposed to love me." She's like, "You broke my radio, John. I'm with Steve now." That's how it's gonna go. That's how I'm gonna write it. You're gonna love it. So that was a great job and a wonderful applause. And I love all the stuff she's dealing with. I love her parents too. They're obviously wonderful people. Not. So round of applause one more time for Annie Truex. That's right. Pretty orphan Annie. You know what I'm saying? She worked for me. Yeah, see, like the orphan Annie from the kind of movies I watch on Valentine's Day by myself, if you get what I'm saying. All right. No, okay. I'm sorry. Only pervert here. Just me. All right, so we got one last comedian coming to the stage. And this last comedian, I love her name. It takes me all kind of places. It takes me back to my days of love in The Simpsons. Like, "Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa." Oh, man, you got to love it. It feels good and whatnot. And her name sounds like a sports player had a daughter. Like her dad must have been like Lance Landers or some shit. It's just some cool shit. It's a bunch of LLs. Or maybe LL Cool J like got really busy. He went to a white club right now. But something crazy happened. But I love this lady. You guys ready for this comedian because her name is Smooth and Ready to Groove? Can I get a "Lisa, it's your birthday"? Lisa, it's your birthday. That's right. Clap for happy birthday, Lisa.
I know, Mr. C, talking about my name. I know it is a crazy name. I think it sounds more like a 90s porn star. Yes. Or a really bad attorney. Have you been injured in an accident? About the Landers law firm. Oh. I think Mr. C's version is a little bit more spicy, though. It's just it's just a little more sexy. So I'm from like small town Ohio, and I tend to be, friendly, really talkative. And some people, I'll even talk to strangers. And some people think they're like, oh, I'll go up and talk to somebody and they'll be like, are you coming on to me? And I'm like, oh God, no. But I'm selling tickets to a comedy show. Hot lineup. It's just the life of a comic, people. Got to keep talking.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. So, back in the day, back in the ancient times, pre-COVID. Pre-COVID. Okay, this was way before pre-COVID. Look, it was just a long time ago. Back in the day, I saved up and I went on one of these European vacations in a lifetime, with my friends, with my girlfriends. They talked me into going to one of these European saunas.
Ooh.
I already see Annie smiling. She knows. Nobody told me they were nude.
Ooh.
Carol. Girl's like, what? No. Look, y'all, they are all nude all the time.
Yeah.
Everybody nude. Moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles. Even the chihuahuas, no sweaters. Terrific. Look, you know where I'm from. Look, we get nude to take a shower and occasionally for sex. This was an overload for me. I'm like, is it too much for you all to put on a swimsuit? Like just a fabric scrap, or can you cover a hole? Any hole. I gotta be careful asking for that though. Somebody will be like, oh look, I'm gonna cover my ear. The problem, like, you cannot look down. That's the problem. You can't look. Don't look down. Don't look down. You gotta look up, like stare, like right into somebody's forehead. You gotta, because it's bad. Like you look down. I didn't want to know you that well. Everything's just out and about. Woo! There it is. All right, I'm not going to white lady rapping. I should have warned you. I should have given Mr. See a warning. All right, that's not the end of it though. You thought that was the end of the joke. You're like, please, Lord have mercy, is it the end of this? No. No, it's not the end, because these saunas, that's not the end of the torture. We have these sauna masters that run the saunas. They are the furriest human beings I have ever seen. They look like Bigfoot wearing a tea towel. I'm like, you know what? Joe Rogan's always looking for the Bigfoot. I'm like, Joe, they're here. You don't need, the big feet are right here. They're in Europe at the spa. That's where they are. Anyway, what they do is they beat you with wet towels and eucalyptus. Any of you been?
I've seen this stuff.
I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm with all these weird naked people being beat down. I'm like, if I wanted to be beat down, I could have just stayed right here in Hollywood. Work on my career. Done. Mr. C, where am I on time?
Oh, I gave you the 1 minute already.
Oh, okay. Well then, that's it for me. Thanks everybody. I'm Lisa Landers.
Yeah. right. Also, Lisa Lander. All right. And that was our last comedian at the Dial Bar Comedy Show. So round of applause for all the comedians coming to the stage.
Yeah.
For the Dial Bar Show. Yeah. Thanks everybody for doing the show. So we're going to close it out. Since it's President's Day, just recently, I guess this is our President's Day show. And thanks to the 46 idiots that have come before me as number 47 as CEOs of America. Remember, a president's job is not to be a dictator. His job is to inspire you to put pressure on your politicians to follow his policy or you vote him out. So remember that one day. You know what I mean? Remember that. That's how we get it done. Pressure your politicians. Call your senators. Call your House of Representatives. Call all your congressmen when you want a policy passed. Fill their answer machine up with your district. They will do it. They're so weak. They don't care what the politics are. It's so weak. It's so weak. Because it's either that or you get voted out. Like we don't realize the power we have. Their money can't stop you. Anything can't stop you. So I think it's only right, as an aspiring presidential candidate, that I sing happy birthday to the presidents that have come before me and left at the end. Since I'm drunk, I think it's a perfect situation. So let's try that out and see what we got.
Uh-oh.
Carol likes this so far.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Look out.
This is the Faith video with George Michael.
Uh-oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Take it off.
Ooh.
Hey.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. All right, that's the Top Bar Comedy Show. Let's keep it going. Keep that hand of applause going for all the comedians that came to the stage once again. So let's get that comedians come to the stage. First, we have Miguel Fierro. Then Nicki Fuchs. Then we got the Dell Phonics of Dell Harrison. We had Mr. Mario. Tonti. Then we had Annie Truex. It's French. Bon ne sais quoi, aimer trop. That's how you say it. You gotta learn that shit and whatnot. Americans learn how to speak. And last we had it closed out with Happy Birthday, Lisa.
Happy
Lander's birthday. Miss Wild Joe, take us home, tell her how to go. I need to lift some weights to get my chest a little bigger, yo.
Wow. Another beautiful striptease from Mista See. I see you've taken my advice from last week and you made this stripping slower to last the whole time, all the way to the end. So you weren't stuck up there naked on stage the whole time.
Thank you.
Yes, that's wonderful, wonderful.
I make a good husband, ladies. I listen.
Yeah, you know, I don't like getting it. You know, when people say, "Can I give you some advice on your comedy or whatever?" I'm like, no, but sometimes it's good advice. You know, like my instinct is not to take it, but sometimes people have good advice. So that's great that Mista See is able to slow down his stripping. We all appreciate it. Anyway, it was another fun show, and thank goodness the babies are quiet for a moment, so I get to just make a quick announcement to just follow Dive Bar Comedy wherever you watch podcasts or listen to podcasts. The video version is up on iTunes, on the podcast app on your iPhone, and also the podcast app on your Android. It's up on SoundCloud, YouTube, and divebarcomedy.com. Or of course, you can always watch and comment on the live stream on the Dive Bar Comedy page on Facebook. We're live streaming 9 p.m. every Tuesday. That specific time, 9 p.m. on Tuesdays. We have different comics every week. They return once in a while, every couple months or so. We get to check in with them and see how they're doing. So thank you to all of our comics. We had a lot of funny people tonight and a lot of cool stories about their animals and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, Mario and Nikki, Annie. I'm like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood now. Annie, and Lisa, Carol, Mista See, and Miguel and Dell. Thank you all, and thank you to everyone who watched tonight. Goodbye from Dive Bar Comedy.
Good night.
Bye. Thank you guys.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
Happy birthday.